So let's search for something that's probably going to have PPC. Oop. That'll do. Vitamin E oil. Have we got any paid advertising? So here, the paid advertising is in the middle. Okay? And so what Mim is saying is, why on earth would we run Amazon PPC given that it only shows up in the middle? So, and it's a good question. The reason is, well, let me show you why you would do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my view. So I'm in Firefox, I'm going to Tools, I'm going to Web Developer, I'm going to Responsive Design Mode. So that's the path I've just gone. And now, let's change it to that. If I refresh, that's how it now looks. Because I'm looking at it, what that search term, vitamin E oil, looks like on an iPhone now, okay? And what's interesting is, more and more and more sales on Amazon are being made on mobile devices. So it's always good to go and have a look what's going on. And typically, what you find is, it is much, much easier for Amazon to insert the sponsored listings into a mobile-based search than it is for a desktop-based search. So this is very, very seamlessly integrated here, don't you reckon? I mean, you can't really tell at all there's anything different. And what I have observed, and this is purely anecdotal, but what we have observed is that different categories get different placements in the search results. So this particular category here, which is health and beauty, and this search, vitamin E oil, while this is being placed for search for the PPC in the middle here, as you can see. But in other categories, it gets placed at the top. And what that suggests is that Amazon has recognized that some products perform better at the top and other products perform better in the middle. Now, I don't know that for sure, but it certainly suggests that. So, what's the point of it? Well, Amazon will place your advert typically where it believes it can maximize the sales of that product. So it's always a good idea to trust that Amazon is doing whatever it can to maximize its own revenue. That's a good assumption. And in doing so, if you've set things up properly, you've also can then maximize your revenue too. So I hope that helps. I did want to show you one little thing about Amazon PPC. You've seen sponsored products on page 20. Yep, that's pretty normal. That's pretty normal to see them on page 20, see them all the way along, because they'll just try and insert them in. Well, actually, let me show you something. I'm probably going to go over time tonight, so yeah, but I want to show you something which is kind of neat. How's the best to do that? I know I can do it. Let's just go bring up a new screen here. Alright, so let's just go through some things. So with Amazon PPC, here's something that I do with Amazon PPC that works really, really well, and it gets you really, really cheap sales on Amazon. So, and it fits in with what Mimi's saying about sponsored listings being way back on page 20 sometimes. This is why, all right? So people who figured this out, this is why. So let's just bigify that. Rebigify. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so here's our assumptions. Our product on Amazon sells for $40. We're going to spend approximately $10 on the stock itself from our factory, and then on shipping that product into FBA in Australia, for instance, we'll spend another $10 give or take, on FBA fees and FBA and Amazon commissions, which gives us $20 to play with. All right, so that is our assumptions, and that's just pretty simple maths just to get us started. So for PPC, using those assumptions, let's then suppose your search term costs $1.50 for a click, and I'm hoping that you guys all know what a click is. So that's when somebody has searched for your search term and it turns in and they click on the advert, what they've seen in the search engine results page. So that typically, depending on the category, but let's suppose that costs $1.50, and all of this math is just to make it easy for you to wrap your head around it. All right, more assumptions. Here's our other assumptions. For every 10 clicks on your Amazon PPC advert, one of those leads to a sale. Okay, so one of those leads to a sale. So your advert is clicked on 10 times, and for every 10 clicks, you make one sale. So, question for you. Here's the first question. What is the conversion rate of clicks to sales expressed as a percentage point? What is the conversion rate of clicks to sales expressed as a percentage point? Well done. All right, so we've now got a 10% conversion rate. Pretty cool. We know that we're spending $1.50 for a click. We know that we need 10 clicks to make a sale. So what is our cost of ads per sale expressed in dollars? What is our cost of adverts expressed in dollars? Good stuff. All right, so pretty easy math so far. So we are spending or investing $15 on PPC, on Amazon PPC. So 10 clicks at $1.50 a pop to make a sale. And we know that that's good because we've got $20 to play with. So that then means that our profit is $5, so everybody's happy. So our net amount in dollars is $5 per sale. All right, now let's assume some different things. Now let's assume that this is all still equal, but now let's assume the search term that we're bidding on, it does make sales for the search term, but we've discovered through looking at our reports, in actuality, it needs 20 clicks to make a sale. It needs 20 clicks to make a sale. So what is that as expressed as a percentage now? What is that expressed as a percentage? Good stuff. All right, so that's 5% conversion rate. 5% conversion rate. And if we multiply 20 clicks by $1.50, then we know that that is $30 advertising spend, which actually puts us in negative territory because we've only got $20 to play with. We've spent 30, so for every sale we make, we actually lose $10. We actually lose $10. So that's not good. So here's what you can and should do when you optimize your business, when you optimize your Amazon PPC ads. And Mimi, this is why you're seeing ads on page 20. What you can and should do is you should alter that figure here, and instead of bidding $1.50, you should modify your bid to 75 cents, because you know that you're still making a sale every 20 clicks, which then alters all of this and puts you back into a category where you're making $5. So 20 by 0.75 is 15. Cost is $20 to play with, so you can make $5 in profits. So that is advertising Amazon PPC optimization 101. All right, But what that means is you will then see people who are doing this will end up further down the page on their Amazon PPC results. So they end up further down here. They'll end up on, page, as Mimi says, on page 20, for instance. Sometimes. Other times, actually, you actually end up on page 1, and so you end up doing that. But I do that with all of my PPC campaigns. It's a really cool thing to do. Hopefully I'll explain that in a way that you get it. Peter, what do you mean make a bid of 75 cents? When you set up your Amazon PPC ads, you put in the maximum amount that you are happy to spend to buy a click. So in our example just then, it started off at $1.50. That wasn't working, so we altered the maximum bid to 75 cents. As soon as you set up some Amazon PPC, Peter, that would make sense for you. Jenny, would you need to alter the budget at all? Here's an interesting thing with budget. All right, good question. It allows me to talk about something else. What I have noticed is this. With your poor performing keywords in terms of like what I've just shown you, let's call them our crap keywords, all right? Because they do make sales, but they don't make many sales. But the sales you do make make you money, all right? They'll make you profit, but it's kind of crap. But let's call them like our crap keywords. With those crap keywords, you have to actually have a big daily budget for Amazon to really show your stuff. Otherwise, they just don't show it. So you have to put in a daily budget that would scare the pants off you so that Amazon actually starts showing your ads. Now, having a big daily budget, just to be clear, does not mean you'll spend all that money. It just means Amazon can see that you've got a big daily budget and they will then show your advert for that keyword more and more, all right? Hope that makes sense. And then what you do, of course, is you check to see how your keywords are converting at that level. Do they convert? But they usually do. They usually do. So it's a pretty sexy thing to do. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.